Okay, this is part 2 of the True Butt series. So if you watched a couple weeks ago for part 1, that was about athletic posture, and we explained why athletic posture is true, but there's always a but. So I gave you some corrections on what true athletic posture is. So today, this is one of my favorite ones that I hear all the time coming in the golf lesson, is width in the takeaway. I hear this one all the time because a couple people made this popular. Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods. If you watch those two guys, they have lots of width in their takeaway. Well, if you've looked in the mirror, you're not Jack Nicklaus or Tiger Woods. So there is width that happens in the golf swing, but it happens at a certain spot. And you have to have a lot of strength to really do the width that those two guys have, and most people don't have that strength. So first, this is what you'll see out of like a Jack Nicklaus or a Tiger Woods. You'll see all of this width, but if you notice my back is still flat, what I see when people come in and they do width is they go this way, and this is width. So when I'm explaining width, this is width. See how my shoulders are still part of my body? This is width. This is not width. And this is what I see most of the time when people come in and they talk to me about width in their takeaway. Nobody is strong enough to make a golf swing like this. And the problem with this is now you're up in your traps and you're in your arms and your body completely shuts off. So we always want width to be here. So it's always going to be narrower than what you think. Now there's a pattern that happens in the golf swing that happens in every athletic motion. You start out narrow, you go to width or wide, it narrows again, and then it goes back to wide. Same thing happens in the golf swing. So if you watch a really good takeaway, it's about right here. I'm still fairly close to my body. I'm not out here extended because that's going to happen at the top. As I continue to rotate, momentum just creates my width, and then I transition and I get narrow, and then I get to wide. The problem is if you go wide first, you're going to flip-flop that whole pattern. So if I go wide, then I'm going to go narrow, and then I'm going to go wide, and then I'm going to go narrow. And there's a whole bunch of bad habits that happen there. So here's what I want you to work on. Is try to get kind of comfortable in your setup, athletic setup from last time. Get comfortable, feel sort of narrow right here with your arms, and just give it a little turn and don't encourage any width. This is about where you need to be. If you see this left shoulder, if you're a righty, creeping away, then that's too wide. You need to be right about here. So, true but. So there's width, true, but it's not what everybody comes into me doing. So we will see you next week and we'll talk about more true buts. Thanks.